Willpower has a purpose. The only purpose of your willpower is to help you to establish that habit. It is not for you to rely on. Do not rely on your willpower. You are going to fail every time, and then you're going to have a bad reputation with yourself, and then you're going to start telling yourself a story that every time you start, you can't finish, and that's a lie from the pits of hell. Do not believe that story. You've just been relying on the wrong thing. Do not rely on willpower. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody cares that if I just want to know that if I show up or not, the show must go on. Okay? These are facts. Get hard on yourself and get real with yourself. Okay? Get real with yourself. Good. Consistent daily routines keep fundamentals sharp and performance peak habitual. High success. High success over hype. Yeah, no worries. You know what? You're not the only person that have said that to me, no success. When you said that you need to stop procrastinating at time, that's fine. I'm going to do a live on that procrastination because I've actually heard that 4 times this week, right? And when it comes to procrastination, you have to be gentle with yourself. See, even Miss T, that's 5 now. 6 now, because you make 5 and now 6. When it comes to procrastination, ladies, it's something, be gentle with yourself because there's something there that is actually protecting you. It's a part of your ego. And this is not only spirituality, but it's a part of the ego that's actually protecting you and keeping you safe when it comes to procrastination. So sometimes it is the fear of failure. Sometimes it's the fear of starting and proving to yourself that it's harder than you thought it would be. Sometimes it's because you're really not ready for the change. You think you want the change, but you may not really be ready for the change. So to deal with it, a lot of times is for you to sit down with yourself and say, why am I stopping here? Why am I not doing it? I know what I need to do. Why do I put these unimportant things in front of what it is that I know I need to do? The way how we talk to ourselves, ladies, is so important. That is when you have to say to yourself, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for trying to protect me from the sting of trying and failing. Thank you for trying to protect me from failure. I appreciate it, but I don't need you right now. And release that part of yourself. And then say, you know what? I'm going to start this for me. You know that one thing that you need to do. The fact that you can say that you procrastinate means that you know what you ought to be doing. So what you need to do as an action step is write down that domino. Write it down and say, this is what it is that I need to be doing. If I start this, it will make a big difference, even if it makes a big difference in the weight off of you, because this is the thing about procrastination. People say it's a thief of time. That is true, but it's worse than that. It actually gives you psychic stress. It's stress that you can't see. It's stress that is just nagging, and stress that a lot of times you're not even aware of because you're not thinking about it. But because subconsciously you know that you want to be doing this thing and you're not doing it, it creates a psychic stress, right? So things seem harder. Things seem harder and harder to do. So when that happens with you guys, what you need to do, and I'm going to tell you this is what works for me too. Tonight, before you go to bed, before you quiet your mind, when you quiet your mind before you go to bed, give your subconscious that command. Your subconscious is very powerful, extremely powerful. Tonight, when you go to bed, tell yourself, tomorrow I am going to do so and so for an hour. Or tomorrow I'm going to do so and so. Whatever your so and so is, what you know that you've been procrastinating on, bite off the first step. Remember, Confucius says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So give that order to your subconscious. Tomorrow, Now, first of all, before you even do that, write it down what it is that what you've been procrastinating on. Write down exactly what it is that you've been procrastinating on. Write down exactly the task that if you do it, it will knock down the rest of the dominoes. It's the most effective task. Sometimes even writing it down is the task. Sometimes writing it down to give yourself the clarity is actually the domino. Okay?